What's up, everybody? It's Vicious here, and I want to talk about my thoughts on Kazuya in the closed network test for Tekken 8. A lot of people are saying that he's been buffed and he's like ridiculously good now, and you know what? They're right to a certain extent, but I think a lot of that has to do with this move right here. This is his new down forward 3+4 1-2. That is a natural combo, and it does 70 points of damage, right? Now, of course, you want to start fishing for that with Kazuya because, of course, it's a mid-starting combo. It does a good amount of damage. It pushes them back, and it has chip damage at the end for people who are blocking. I guess the only caveat is it is like jab punishable. One more thing might be you can duck like the second hit of the attack, but you can't really punish it because he has that jab so fast. So there's a ton of new moves Kazuya got. You know, he has a crouch dash 1+2, which is like, you know, haha, you thought I was going to hell sweep you? Too bad, I have a slow punch that looks cool as hell. And on counter hit, it's going to do a lot of damage if I juggle you. Like so, like stuff like that, you know, it's cool, but I think the main thing that they wanted to do in Tekken 8 was to make the characters like have a better offense, which they definitely do. Some of them definitely do. I think that Asuka does. I think that Xiaoyu does 100%. There's a couple characters I think have like a greater offense, but I think that's because they have more dangerous mids and mids that like make you very scared to move forward. Kazuya doesn't have that, and I think this is just a theory. I think that's why Kazuya's down forward 3+4 1-2 stayed the same since the main man last played this game in a closed alpha with significantly less characters. Now, I could be totally wrong, but it seems like I'm right in that regard because he just doesn't have like great mids. Now, he does have this. He has his twin pistons. It's safe. He has two different ones. He has this while standing one, which isn't safe, and then he has this down forward held 1-2. Now this is safe. It knocks the enemies back quite a bit. You can like, you know, trick them. You can move back and then pow, you do an EWGF. That's what I do a lot of the time. That's cool. But other than that, that's like, okay, go back to neutral with you. You know what I mean? Then he has his his 3-1 can be crouch dash now, and of course, just like any other crouch dash, you can cancel it and, you know, do your thug thizzle. Oh, by the way, his down forward 3-2-1 is a bound, and so is his new crouch dash 1+2, which, you know, you would use at different times because obviously, for obvious reasons, it's like slow. He has this new crouch dash hell sweep. I don't necessarily understand the point besides like putting out like a hitbox that's like a little further. I guess it's safe to a certain degree. It's a little safer, I think, than doing the one follow-up, and it does a little bit more damage, but overall I just don't really understand the vision for it. Like if they're going to do that, I don't understand why they just didn't get rid of the one follow-up in general in favor for something else. But that's just me personally. He has his double forward 2, which is nice. So you can like crouch dash, pow, right? But the thing is, that's still slow. You know, it's slow just like crouch dashing 1+2 is slow. So he has a dangerous mid game. Like getting hit with that, you don't want to get hit with that. That's like basically 40 free damage. I barely worked for that, and it was safe, right? And it's a heat engager. So there's that. But once you block that, it's like your turn is there, right? When you're fighting Horong, it's hard to get a turn because he, has fast highs, he has lows, he has mids that are dangerous, etc., etc. But Kazuya just has that. See, any given point of that attack is dangerous because it does a lot of damage. And I'm not mad at it because, again, he doesn't have like a good mid game still. I wish that changed. There are some purists that think that Kazuya should just be EWGFs, and if you can't EWGF on cue, then that's your problem. I don't like that because it's not the way Kazuya always was. Personally, not personally, just facts. Like, if you really think about it, through most of the canon series, Kazuya did not have an EWGF. In Tekken 1, he didn't have an EWGF. In Tekken 2, he didn't have it. In Tekken 3, he didn't exist. And in Tekken Tag, after EWGFs came out with Jin and Heihachi, Kazuya still didn't have an EWGF. Heihachi and Jin did, he did not. So basing his gameplay strictly off of EWGFs to me it's just silly. He has the funniest, not the funniest, he has the coolest sounding thing to say after doing an EWGF. He says Doria, and we all love that, right? But I think that shouldn't be his whole identity, especially since his move is like, it's a high move, you know what I mean? Give my man some better mids. Like in Tekken Tag 2, he had back 4-1, which was a mid kick, which was unsafe, to a high elbow, also unsafe, but it wall splat. It would have been a great tail spin. Hell, it still can be a great tail spin. But, they haven't brought it back yet. Hold on. He does have some cool new tools that are fun to look at. Like, I'm not gonna go through every single one of them, but Kazuya is definitely refreshing in Tekken 8, but even though he's refreshing, he's still like the same old play style, right? And that's fine for some people, but honestly, I want a little bit more. But that's it. I'm gonna play a little bit. Hopefully I don't rage, and we'll see how it goes. But that's what I think about Kazuya.